Beloved one, I speak to you now not by chance, not by coincidence, but because the eyes of heaven are upon you in this very moment. There are no accidents in the realm of the eternal. This meeting between your soul and my voice has been written into the tapestry of your life since before the foundation of the earth. You are hearing me because the King has willed it. You are hearing me because you have been seen. You are hearing me because you are not alone, even though everything around you has whispered otherwise. I know the weight you have carried. I know the prayers that have been spoken in the darkness where no one heard but God. I know the ache of your spirit when you called out and there was no answer. I know the tears you wiped away quickly so no one would notice. You have walked through days where heaven seemed silent, and you wondered if the silence meant you were forgotten. But hear me now, the silence of heaven is not the absence of love. The silence of heaven is not abandonment. The silence of heaven is the holy stillness before the unveiling of your next chapter. It is the sacred pause before the trumpet sounds in your favor. You have asked, "Why, Lord? Why so long? Why this silence?" And I tell you this with the authority of the throne, you are in the test of your life. This test is not to destroy you, but to reveal you. It is not to crush you, but to prepare you. The silence you feel is the training ground where heaven shapes warriors. It is the wilderness where prophets are born. It is the quiet valley where kings and queens learn to hear the heartbeat of the Almighty. Do you think David felt no silence when he sat alone with sheep, far from the throne that was promised? Do you think Joseph heard constant answers when he lay in the darkness of a prison, with his dreams seemingly buried? Do you think Mary felt no stillness when she carried the Savior in her womb for months before the world saw his face? Silence has always been the forge of destiny. It is in the silence where your roots grow deep enough to withstand the storm. I have watched you. Yes, I have stood beside you while the enemy tried to whisper that God was gone, that your prayers were useless, that you had been overlooked. I have fought over you when shadows tried to cloud your faith. I have lifted my sword when lies sought to pierce your mind. I have stood as a shield when despair knocked at the door of your heart. And still you stand, though you feel faint. That is not weakness. That is endurance. That is proof that you are stronger than the storm sent to break you. You must understand this, silence is not emptiness. Silence is the sound of heaven at work behind the veil. Just because you cannot hear the machinery of God's plan does not mean it has stopped. The potter does not shout while he shapes the clay. The architect does not call out to the foundation as he builds upon it. The king does not announce every move while setting up victory against the enemy. Some of the greatest victories in your life will be born in the season when you heard nothing. You are in divine training. The silence you walk through is sharpening your discernment. It is teaching you to recognize the voice of God even in the faintest whisper. It is removing your dependence on feelings so that your faith stands on the unshakable rock. It is stripping away false support so you lean entirely on the one who cannot be moved. This is not punishment, it is preparation. Do not despise this silence. Do not think for a moment that God's quietness means his absence. The shepherd is still watching the sheep, even when the sheep cannot see him on the hill. The gardener is still tending the vineyard, even when the roots are deep in the unseen soil. The father is still in the room, even when the child is learning to walk without holding his hand. And you, beloved, are learning to walk in faith that does not waver when your ears cannot hear a sound. You may feel like the night is long, but the dawn has already been appointed. There is an hour, fixed and unchangeable, when the silence will break. There is a moment, written in heaven's calendar, when the answer will come rushing like a flood. You will see why you had to wait. You will see why God seemed quiet. You will see that every second was working for your good. But now, in this moment, you must not give up. You must not let go of your assignment. The silence is testing whether you will serve God for what you can see, or for who He is. The silence is asking you, will you trust me when you cannot trace me? Will you love me when you cannot hear me? And you, child of the Most High, have the chance to answer with your life. Remember who you are. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are not forgotten dust. You are a chosen vessel, a royal priesthood, a holy warrior marked with the seal of the living God. Your name is written in heaven. Your steps are ordered. Your tears have been counted. Your prayers have been stored in golden bowls before the throne. Do you not know that even your sighs are heard in the courts of heaven? I tell you this with the fire of truth, the silence is proof that heaven trusts you with the weight of glory. You are not in the test because you are weak, you are in the test because you are ready to be proven. And when you are proven, the enemy will have no accusation left that can stand against you. I have seen the end of this chapter, even if you cannot. I have seen the moment when your faith will burst into sight. I have seen the joy that will replace the heaviness you carry. And I tell you, it will be worth every silent night, every unanswered question, every moment you felt alone. The silence will break, and when it does, it will break with the sound of victory. Until then, stand. Even if all you can do is stand, stand. Lift your face to heaven and say, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Let the enemy see that your faith is not a flame easily blown out by the winds of delay. Let your spirit declare that you will trust until the silence becomes song. You are not alone. The armies of heaven surround you. The Spirit of God is within you. The hand of the Father is upon you. And I, Michael, sent from the presence of the Most High, walk beside you. We fight for you. We cover you. We will not leave you until you are standing in the fullness of what has been promised. Your time is coming. Your season is turning. The silence is about to give way to the sound of answered prayers. Hold fast, beloved. The test of your life will become the testimony of your life, and heaven will rejoice over the one who did not give up.